So yesterday could not get the deed to go because didn't have enough money in the account. So what I had to do was, and I'll resurvey this. So I've extended this out. So everything going down to this edge here, there's the border. And it goes, I extended it out a little more. Actually, we're going to pull that back just a little bit. So we're going to go back to 15 because we can always extend it later. So we'll bring that back up. Okay, so, and it'll go across here. So remember, it's basically 2 tiles past this one. Comes all the way out here because I'm going to use this as grazing land for whatever wildlife. Runs across the backside right at the grass line and goes down this side at the grass line. So everything's included. So the deed, I don't know how it is on the official servers, but I know that on this particular server, on Mythmore Prime, you cannot have a second deed. You can only have one. So each person has one deed, or each alt, or whatever. So I had to disband Crafter's Corner in order to establish this one. Now, where I messed up was I withdrew all the money out of the bank at Crafter's Corner before disbanding it, and it ended up on my person. Then there wasn't enough left in there to actually deed up what I wanted to over here. If you look down the coastline, kind of doesn't show very well, but somewhere down in this area is another deed. I think my graphics are turned down far enough to where you can't actually see the other deed there. But there's another deed down there. You can go to any crafting or any settlement token, establish a bank. It takes 24 hours to move your bank, and then you can throw the money back in. So I had to wait a full 24 hours. And I don't know what that is, but I'm probably at some point going to go over and check that out. That looks kind of cool. On the map, it shows this segment here, and it's actually kind of oval shaped, so it comes out this way a little bit, or goes back this way, I'm not sure which, as raised land, and it looks like there's another one right there. So somebody was probably trying to develop their own island and bailed on it. But regardless, there's enough coin in there to actually do this now. So we're now at 52 tiles by 36 tiles. So still the same from north to south. So it goes from here down just past this. So it'd be 2 tiles past what's already here on this little outlet. And then from that grass line, going up the hill, all the way over, up right here. So here's the deed token, or deed marker. There's a deed marker. So all of this grass is going to be used for pasture land and whatnot. I may end up developing it at some point, or some of it anyway. But I want all of this for buildings and such. Probably farmland up here. I'm still not 100% certain exactly how I'm going to lay it out yet. But this is where we're at. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with this process. No additional tiles. So we've already surveyed And then we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to make it a democracy. Save the name. We don't need any Spirit Templars right now. We can hire those later. Okay, so if I found this, it's going to cost me 18 silver, 72 copper to found it. Plus the monthly upkeep. There it is. So purchase price 18 silver, 72 copper, monthly upkeep 3 silver, 74 copper, 40 iron. And we have an additional 5 free tiles either side of any of the perimeter walls. So there'll be an additional 5 here that nobody can build. Same with the south, same with the north, same over here on the east. Okay, maximum number of citizens, including guards, is 170. And actually, let's back up one step. So remember yesterday it said that I could have 20 something, or 31 guards I think it was. Now I can have a maximum of 38 guards, but we're not going to hire any right now. Okay, so to include everything, it's going to cost me 21 silver, 72 copper for this size settlement. Found it. Okay. Now, my deed token is down here by the mine. A deed for this settlement has been placed in your inventory, which it's right here. Okay, so if we had of hired guards, it takes a few minutes for the Spirit Templars to show up. But again, I've got this guard tower here. If something comes up on the land that's hostile, I can always get its attention and run over and have the guards take care of it. That's going to go away at some point, but not right now. You can change the size of your deed and its perimeter if you wish, as well as hire guards using the tools attached to the deed or the token. The deed is right here. The token is over here. So you can either run up to the token or you can utilize the settlement deed to change things. Remember to keep money for upkeep, as otherwise your settlement will disband and you will lose everything. Okay? So let's finish this. We're going to run back over here. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to open the backpack. And we're going to put this back in here because I don't want to see it in my inventory and I want it safe. Then it's kind of one of those out of sight, out of mind things. Now I did notice that at some point somebody carved a road through here. Probably from here, straight up the mountain. And it's obviously overgrown. So, oh, the other thing. Grapes are now in season. So if you notice, well, here's a bush. There's nothing on it. But yet the one right next to it has grapes. And I was able initially to go to nature, and study. And it took a little while. I didn't get any skill gain out of it for anything, and it told me let's see if I can find it here. No, it's too far back. Okay, let's scroll back down. So if we study again, see, it's roughly a full minute. You start to study the grape bush, you end up picking a leaf. Check the underside of the leaf for unusual markings, and it goes through a whole process. And then you discard the leaf and you pick a grape and you do the same thing with the grape. And there you go, throw away the damaged leaf. Now it'll pick a grape. And at the very end, it says to document it, but I don't know where to do that at. We'll go ahead and stick around for a few more seconds, let this finish what it's doing. Discard the grape. You Oh, it took all of the grapes off this tree, or off this bush. Interesting. You finish studying the grape bush. You now need to record the study results. I don't know where to do that at, so I'm not sure that that's even possible. But regardless, grapes are in season. I don't have a sickle or scythe or anything like that to be able to harvest them. Um, but it is late summer, so if you have grape bushes near your deed or near some place that you're working or somebody else's deed that you frequent, um, that are open and fair game, you know that late summer is when they blossom. Okay, we're gonna shoot over here. Oh, it's so slow trugging through the grass. You can see I'm doing almost 13 kilometers per hour until I fall down a hill. Okay, we're on flat, so I am doing 13 kilometers an hour on flat ground. Okay, settlement token. Now the settlement gives you, you can add to upkeep, which we're gonna do. This tells me how much I have in the bank. So since I know that my monthly upkeep, which is right here, is 3 silver, 74 copper, we're gonna round up to 4, and I want at least 4 months worth. That way I don't have to worry about it for a while. So we're gonna say, let's put 20 in there. Okay. Settlement has 22 silver, 99 copper, 93 iron left in its coffers. That means that no upkeep needs to be paid for several months. So if it takes me several months to be able to start turning a profit and gaining income, I'm good for a while. I still have enough to go quite a while longer. We don't need to worry about that right now. Okay. Now I can change my bank here, which I'm going to do. This is what I had issues with before. Your bank is currently situated in somebody else's deed. It will take 24 hours to move your bank account here. If you wish to move your bank account here, we're going to tell it yes. Send. And now it'll take 24 hours. So we can go back to bank and go to manage. 23 hours, 59 minutes before it's actually here. So that's real-time hours. That's not game hours. So literally one whole day, Earth Day, not Worm Day, before the bank account moves. Okay? All right. And if you have other people, I mean, you can withdraw money. If you have other people on as citizens of your little village or whatever, you can manage how their payments are done. You can reimburse. We're going to go back to settlement. Okay, there's area history. You can disband, check the info, and this just gives you a basic rundown of what this settlement's about. There's no faith bonuses at the moment. Tile per creature ratio is 936.0. Optimal is 15.0 or more. So I have plenty of tiles available for creatures. Which, again, not something we have to worry about right now. Manage citizens, manage guards, politics, reputations, roles, settings, resize the village, show the village plan. This one's kind of interesting. So this shows you the entire plan. We're going to have to move this up here and over here. And that is as large as I can make it. But this shows you where everything's at. There's the settlement token. That's all of the grazing land, if you will. Each of those shows, that's how densely packed these great bushes are. That's why I was saying that they were invasive and I needed to get rid of them. You scroll down this way and you can see how much water I have in the area. There's that little outlet right there. And the road that I found that's now overgrown was kind of coming up through here. I don't know where it leads yet. This is all sand, cobblestone, packed dirt, loose dirt. That's grass. So it actually shows you, and that's rock. But if you hover over, it shows you what is actually in the area. That's dirt. I was actually hoping there was some clay, but there's not. Not that I see anywhere in the area, but these red X's are the perimeter. That means that nobody else can build there. And the next guy would have a perimeter as well, going at least 5 tiles on the other side if somebody decided to build over here. And then their deed. So there would actually be 10 tiles minimum, plus whatever they added to it, or if I add to it, if I don't want somebody building it that close. Okay. What else do we have here? Settlement history. I don't know why there's Twitter settings in here because I don't use Twitter. Oh, okay, so this just tells you what's going on with this particular settlement. Easy enough. Anything else we need to cover? Okay, if you go into Manage Citizens, you would have to check here if you want to actually have more than 170 citizens. It also tells you the maximum number of branded animals is 170. Your upkeep costs are doubled as long as you have more than that amount of citizens. So if I had 171 citizens, my upkeep would double. Okay. So now that that's done and over with, I head back over here, and I have unhitched the ox or aged bull and hitched him to the other wagon with the horse. Made sure they were on a grass tile, and I've unhitched the pink unicorn so that I can use this cart to show you. Actually, I got to go up a bit more and then come back down at the moment. But I wanted to show you what I was talking about with the road. And while I'm thinking about it, I mentioned, hang on, let's go back up here. I mentioned last video that it was going to be a short video, and I'm going to stop doing that because it seems like every video I make that I mention it's going to be a short video always still ends up being about an hour long. So there's really no point in saying it's going to be a short one unless it's actually going to be a short one. And I don't see that happening with most of them. Okay, we're going to come down here. We're going to take this easy slope so we don't get hurt. This is the cart that those two guys, the pink unicorn and the aged bull, were just hauling. See, there's my 5 crates. And you guys have seen my other carts. None of them have crates on it, so this is definitely the one. I'm going to drag this. We're going to go this way. And I've already got the shovel activated. So we're going to make sure, yep, that's flat. So we're going to level this one, just so we have some dirt in here. Oh, it sounds like my game settings. The volume for the game settings has gone up, I think. Let me finish this up, and then we'll go in there and check that, because that sounds kind of loud. Okay, ground is flat. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the graphics. Yeah, let's back this off just a wee bit. And of course it messed up the video. So I will be right back after I fix it. Okay, I think we got it fixed. Sorry about that. Let's check to see what's in the cart. Open that, open that. Okay, we have 20 dirt. We need a bit more than that. That's a little bit better, it seems. Remember, this is the tile, and this tile and this tile are the 2-lane road. Okay. We're going to grab one more, and then we'll go up the pathway here, and I'll show you what I was talking about as far as sloping the road. And while this is going, grab a swig of coffee. Oh, I guess I should have grabbed some food and drink before starting all this, but that's okay. So just as a reminder, for those of you that have been watching and that have actually gone and checked her out, Old Biddy Gaming is doing what she can to keep her videos going this week. She has ordered her new computer, and she'll be waiting for it to come in. She's hoping, and I'm actually crossing my fingers for her, that it's in this coming Sunday, and Monday she can start transferring files and getting everything set up. So, oh, out of stamina. But she's going to be getting everything reinstalled and everything. and then she will need to, basically she's going to lose her save files. So she's going to have to start over. What she is asking on her channel, and I will ask it on mine as well, with Wurm Unlimited, her older videos were done at a place that she calls Central Lake, and her newest videos are at West Lake. And she's wondering if she should start again at West Lake, or if she should go back to Central Lake. Apparently, she is not going to be using a GM character this time. She's going to be doing it all on her own with her alts. And move this down here. And effectively rebuilding. So let her head over, let her know what you think. Leave a comment for her, tell her which lake she should go to. I'm sure it'll help her out in deciding. Okay, so we have 5 slope up here. We don't want 5, we want 10. So we're going to dig 5 times on this square. Okay? So we're at 8. That's 9. That's 10. Okay, so now this is a 10 slope. That's a 6 slope. So we're going to have to dig a couple of times on that one. But that's okay, because we want to go back over here. See how that's a 16? Now we go over to this corner. Actually, let me move this over here out of the way. We don't really need the compass right now, so we want to make sure we're definitely in this corner. So this is the square we're worried about. We want to be in this corner, standing in this corner, in order to drop what we need. Oh, that's a 22. Where was I looking at? I had to have been looking at the square. So this is what we're worried about, the 22. So we need 12. So in order to do this, you have to be able to do some basic math. But we're effectively, we're keeping a 10 slope all the way down. So all you have to do is subtract or add to whatever's here. So this is a 22. So we subtract the 10. That tells us how many we need to drop. On this one, it's an 11. So we know that by subtracting 10, we need to add 1. Now on the other side, we would be subtracting because it's more of a slope. So all we got to do is grab. So we've got 9 dirt here. So we're just going to drop that on the ground. Okay, now we're at 13. We need 3 more. We'll put 3 in there. Now we have 3. We're going to drop this. Now that's a 10 slope. So this coming across here should be flat. That's all we're looking for. So this one, we're going to have to dig down because it's only 6, so it's less than 10. This one is 23, so we have to add to bring it down to 10. I know it might be confusing for some, but I watched a video earlier, and it's an older video. It was a few months ago. Oops, we don't want way up there. It was a few months ago. But I did watch a video earlier, and the guy was going around doing interviews and so forth, touring people's properties, and one person said that they have a lot of trouble doing terraforming. They always seem to mess it up. Well, this is an easy way to effectively not mess it up. But if you do find that you're constantly messing it up, oh, and this is another way that you can tell. So that's going down 13 to the other corner. We know that that's 23. So we know it's got to, we've got to add 13 to it. But if this is the one that you're trying to flatten, which it is, so that way they're both 10, it's going to tell you automatically. So you don't have to do the math. You only have to do the math on the one side. So this one is a 7, so we're going to have to dig down 3. But this one here going across is the one we want flat. Now, a little trick. Let's back up just a little bit. Because we're making this a 2-lane, remember? So this is already flat. So what we do is we come down here and we stand on the flat. And then we're looking at this one and we can level it. That's going to bring that entire tile, not the whole thing, but that's going to bring this border level with this. So our 10 slope's already going to be done once we do this one as well. So this one's already going to be where we need it to be. This will not. That border's going to be right, but we may have to modify this other one based on where. Oh, no, that one's flat as well. So that should be good. Yeah, so that one's flat, which is where we stopped. Oh no, that one's flat. That's flat. Okay, so there's the first one that we got to modify, or the last one, whichever, depending on the direction we're coming. So that tile is already good to go along with this one. We don't have to do anything else to it. So come down here, we'll fix this one. We got to drop 13. Okay. So we'll grab this, as many as I can carry. We're going to drop on the ground. Okay, now we still have 4 more to go. And we don't want to hold all of it, so we just want to put in what we need. Because the more you hold, the more, the heavier, or the more weight you're actually carrying. Okay, that's flat. Now we can come back on this tile, so that we're on the flat, and we can level this one. Over my relatively short career in Wurm, I've actually learned a lot about terraforming. Some people like the more flat lands. I do as well, but I think there's an added challenge in trying to terraform something that's not already relatively flat. Biddy mentioned earlier that she likes to have relatively flat areas to work with. She doesn't like the cliff sides, and she was ribbing me a little bit about how I like to build on mountainsides, but I don't actually like to build on the mountainsides. When I find a good area, I just gravitate towards it. And this is a good area. Whoever was building here before me had the right idea, but they gave up. 7 slope. Okay, so we're going to dig, dig, dig. Okay, now we're at 10 there. And 14 down, so we got to drop 14 on this one. And the cart will spin around behind you, so give it a quick second to get out of the way. Now this process does take some time. because you're manually doing it. You see, I'm down to 13, so we're not going to be able to even do this. But we're going to drop what we can. I need 5. I've only got 4. Okay, so this is not flat. So we'll go back up here. Let's see. Flat tile, flat tile, flat tile. So this is the one we're going to stand on. We're going to level this one. It's not going to give us a lot of dirt because it's already almost level. We'll keep working on it. Now I know that working Crafter's Corner, I could tote a cart with roughly 75 piles of dirt. I do not know what I can tote with crates. But if you get too heavy, you'll stop dragging the cart. It won't let you drag the cart anymore. Oh, I definitely need some food and water. Let's go grab some real quick, and then we'll come back to this. So stop dragging the cart, because I'm going to be much faster without it. And I can already hear Biddy screaming in the background at her computer for me to leave the pumpkins alone, but it's become kind of an inside joke with us. She made another casserole earlier with strawberries and pumpkins and cabbage. I think that was it. There may have been something else I'm forgetting now. But she was very proud because her food bar, she managed to get completely full, and her nutrition was still beyond 50%, and she was actually getting calories and carbs out of it. And had she been at work with me listening or watching my reaction, I was actually cheering her on. I thought it was really cool. Then, of course, she had to say something about me eventually learning how to actually cook. And I will. I will. But for now, I've got plenty of pumpkins. They fill me up. I'm not too worried about my calories, carbs, fats, or proteins at the moment. Mainly because I'm not going out into combat. I'm not worried about really needing that stamina bar. There's certain things that you do in the game that is a very, very crucial thing. If you jump in and yeah, I'm going to fill up long before I finish this. If you get into the game and you go out and do a lot of fighting, especially on this server, you'll gain coin for the fighting. Every creature you kill, you'll gain coin for it, which will help pay for your deeds or your upkeep or what have you. But you'll see a lot of people that do that are wanting the high nutritional foods. And that's because that nutrition bar helps to keep them alive. It keeps their stamina going. It's very, very, very beneficial. I'm just doing some basic terraforming, mining, carpentry. I'm not doing anything that bar is absolutely pertinent for right now, but I will be. Once that happens, I will learn how to cook because that's one of those aspects of the game. If I could talk, um, that I never really got too much into. I'd eat what I could eat, and that was good enough. Um, oh, come on. Climb, you silly boy. And I know Biddy's got to be chuckling at me right now, too. So I did tell her, and I mentioned in a previous video that I think I did, um, that while she's down, I will do my best to keep things going for her. I am going to continue to promote her channel, to promote her videos, even while she's down. I'm going to keep telling people, hey, go watch her videos. Go check out her channel. Go see what she's got going on. And I will, yeah, okay. I will make sure that my viewers are well aware that she is temporarily offline. That doesn't mean she's going to be gone forever. It means that she's, I guess, taking a break at the moment while she gets some things in line with her new computer. But she's going to be back. And she's going to be making more videos. And she's going to be continuing to put out good content. She absolutely loves this game. She keeps coming back to this game. I keep coming back to this game. It is a slower paced game. No, you're not going to be out with Uzis and shotguns taking the heads off of zombies and whatnot. That's not what this game is about. This game is effectively, it's a crafting simulator. So if you like simulation type games, you like doing a lot of crafting, um, then, I mean, um, that's part of the reason why I got into it. Um, it is a medieval-based game, which is another aspect of what got me interested. And when I first started playing, my son and multiple other people that I knew were all playing Minecraft. Well, one of the developers for this game uh, is the developer for Minecraft. So there isn't a skilling system in Minecraft like there is here. But other than that, the crafting, the graphics are a little different. Um, this one's definitely more three-dimensional and realistic in comparison. But it's, I mean, you're basically doing the same thing. You're digging, you're cutting things down, you're building, I mean, it's, envision Minecraft with way better graphics and a much, much simpler crafting system. This one has a more complex crafting system, uh, but without, I'm not talking about Minecraft with all the various different mods, and I'm just saying vanilla Minecraft is, you know, by far probably the most similar game to this that I've found. And a lot of that's because the developer, one of the developers for Wurm, um, developed Minecraft. Okay, let's see where we're at here. We have 97. Nope. And it stopped me from dragging the cart. So what I have to do now is I'm going to take, oops, I'm going to take as many as I can carry, which is going to make me super slow. We're going to go back down here. Actually, can we pack it? We can pack it while we're walking. That'll speed us up a little bit. Not by a lot. So, packed dirt, we're at 207. Unpacked dirt, 1.73. Oh, that didn't. Interesting. Okay, well, let's fix that. So it looks like it's only 8 tiles down, so that'll get rid of 8 of them. So again, we're going to make sure we're standing on this one. And we're going to select this one, and we're going to level. Okay, that one's flat. Now we can move. We're going to stand on this one. Make sure where our feet are. Oh, come on. And that one's flat. What happened here? Oh, I know what it was. It was this one that we were working on. Okay, so we want to be in the corner of this one and drop the dirt. Okay, now that one's flat. So if we can drag the cart, we might not be able to. Nope. So we gotta grab more dirt. Open, 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 open. It's like that old department store commercial. Open, open, open. Okay, and we're at 79 now on the cart, so we should technically be able to drag it. We may have to take a couple more off there. I'm not quite sure yet. And I do apologize to those that like to watch the videos late at night and, go past their bedtimes. I have to, because of the glitch earlier with the video, because I have to having to go into the settings to fix the sound. It glitched my video. That means I have to now recompile the two videos, essentially marrying the two, before I can upload it. Normally, I don't do a whole lot of editing. There's really not much need for me. My recording software does a pretty good job at putting it all. Some corners can't be modified. Get the hatchet. Fix this. Okay, now there's a log. We don't need to worry about the log just yet. Oh, stop being silly. Climb the hill. So, anyway, my recording software typically will record in a format that YouTube is okay with. So all I have to do is record the video and upload it straight away. I have all of the splash screens along with my intro video already programmed into my software. So I go through at the start of each video and I select what I'm going to use, when it's going to be used, how long the duration is, everything. And then, let's move up this way. Oh, guess we need the shovel. And then I just record. This time, and thankfully the dogs have been fairly quiet, so I don't have to go in and cut out a bunch of their, oops, let's take off the climb. Cut out a bunch of their barking, so I don't have to recompile because of that. Oh, I'm out of dirt again. Well, hopefully now we can grab the cart and do this a little faster again. But yes, typically I just record and upload. I'm done. So tonight, oh, there we go. Now I have the cart, so we know that we can have 79. Yes, we can have 79 in the cart. So I guess it doesn't matter if you have crates or not. It's still based on your strength. But you can see how this road's turning out. We want on this tile right here. We're going to continue to level this one. Now notice I didn't have to pull any down. It's actually pulling it straight out of the cart. That's why I'm dragging the cart with me. It will not, well, it would do this same thing hitched, but it's so much harder to see and be specific with it when you've got animals in front of you that won't get out of your way, or the sides of the cart as you're panned around. So if I was to be a commander in this cart, oh, it won't let me because I'm dragging it. Okay, stop dragging. Command. Okay, so trying to get that same tile right here. I'm looking over the sides of the cart. I got to make sure that my feet are actually in the tile. There we go. So I'd have to steer the animals over to this segment and make sure that my feet are actually on this flat tile, and I can still see this tile in order to make that happen. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I'd rather just drag the cart without, and let's see, where are we at? Yes, this tile. So this one's 9 down. We only need to dig once. Now it's 10. Easy enough. But now we got to go down this one. We are 17 down. Got to watch the slope. Say it's 27, so it's trying to shove me down the hill. But that'll be fixed here in just a second. Now it's not going to shove me down the hill. Okay, we're only 8, so we'll just go ahead and grab everything. We're going to drop it on the ground. Oh, no, we don't want to drop all of it on the ground. We want to drop 8 on the ground. So shift and select. So if this is the first one, you go to the 8th one, you shift, click to select, and then drop those. Okay, now this one's flat. I can move over to this tile. Now I have 1 still on me, and then there's still 41 in the cart. So watch what happens here. Watch here. Poof. That's why I wasn't worried about grabbing 9. Because we weren't going that far, and 1 dirt doesn't weigh you down too much. So now it's just going to tile this up. But as you can see, oh, if I can get it on there, now it's at 31, 32. So if I was to go on this one, it would slide me back down. There we go. And this is our road so far. Nice, even, easy grade. Come up to the top, and it's flat. So we're already low enough on dirt that we need to start paying attention to what we're doing. So we're going to go ahead and level this one because I want a nice overlook. So we're looking here. That's flat. That slopes down 4, so I'm okay with that because the whole side of it's going to be sloped down. But when they get to the top of the hill here, I want them to be able to look out at, see the water, see the view. So we're going to keep these level as well. That'll actually give me a little more dirt to work with as well. I'm probably going to run into issues with these grape bushes. Okay, that's flat. Yeah, this guy's probably going to give me a problem. Or maybe not. Now you might be thinking, well, wait a minute. That means it's going to be a 3-lane road. Nope. I'm going to let the grass grow back over this tile. So these will not be packed. These will be packed. Okay? Because you have to have packed dirt in order to lay pavement of any kind. It's got to be packed. We're at 31. Now, why did I choose that side instead of this other side over here? Well, because this one's already level, which means this border's already level. So if I level this one, then it's going to automatically level this one, and I basically get 2 for the price of 1. It's less work. Oops, that's the one I want. I just have to make sure I don't go over that, what was it, 79? Or else I got to take a few out and drop them somewhere. Flat, flat. They still have the view. Yeah, that goes up a little bit, I think. Oh no, that's going down. Okay, so maybe the next one I may have to modify just a little bit. But that's okay. So as they leave the deed, you can clearly see the road up ahead. We're going to have to chop those trees down. And then it's just a gentle grade down. Okay, well, so that's what we're going to continue to do all the way down. Ooh, with this 10 slope. We're going to go down as far as we need to meet up with what's already been done. We'll fix this section over here, meeting up with the paved road, so it's a nice gentle grade. And then the next step is just packing everything and paving it. But I'm going to end the video here so that I have time to compile it, get it uploaded. And supper's almost ready, so seems like a good spot for it anyway. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.